TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tehrani, and on our program today is Jonathan Brust, who is the VP of Marketing for Glowpoint. Hey, Jonathan.
Hi, Rich. How are you?
Great. Thanks for being on our program.
Thanks for having me.
So, telepresence is all the rage these days, and I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about how your company plays in the space.
Sure. Glowpoint supports telepresence, video conferencing, and various other video technologies through what we call managed services. So basically, people buy the equipment, and we manage the environment for them in many different ways, enabling them to use the technology and connect with whoever they need to connect to.
So if I'm a corporation and I'm thinking about deploying a video conferencing system myself throughout my enterprise, why would I choose your services as opposed to some of the other solutions?
Sure. Well, managed services to begin with is a great value proposition for companies. One, because you can take advantage of expertise, processes, understanding the technology, making sure that the systems that you're investing in are always working. So at the basic level, whether it's Glowpoint or another managed service provider, you want to make sure that your investment is paying off for you so that people can use it easily and have access to it whenever they need. So the suite of tools that we've developed, we feel are top shelf, so to speak, in the market, and are allowing some of the biggest corporations in the world to ensure that at all times their equipment is being monitored, maintained properly, and available for use, both from a scheduling perspective and just working with the other technologies that are out there. And Glowpoint provides that type of service in the market.
I've read on TMCNet a number of stories about how your company is helping sports teams, right? Can you tell us a little bit about why are you guys so popular in the sports arena?
Yeah, it's an interesting application and something we're seeing more of, where on live television, as opposed to using satellite technologies, high-end video conferencing units, high-definition video conferencing units can be used to produce interviews, speak to owners and coaches. So often you'll see Glowpoint being used as a replacement to satellite technology. Both qualitatively, it's equal to the satellite content that you'll see on TV. You're able to conduct live interviews and not have to schedule the meetings. So if a coach wants to come in and talk, they could do it at any time, and it's also much more cost-effective than satellite.
And your system works with virtually all hardware on the market?
One of the value propositions of Glowpoint is that we have a lab. We test all the various equipment that comes out, the video conferencing and telepresence equipment. So whether it be Cisco or Polycom or Tandberg or Lifesize, Sony, whatever technology that's chosen, our services and our tools are compatible with each one of those technologies.
So you've got to manage probably just compatibility, right, with so many different...
It's a big issue. Interoperability, I don't know if you've heard a lot about that, but
Sure.
Companies that purchase telepresence systems or HD video need to be able to connect with people who might be on a different system.
Sure.
And business to business. So that is one of our core functions that we provide for companies, making sure that two different types of equipments can connect, and
Right.
it shouldn't matter what network you're on, just like the telephone.
Sure.
It should be as simple as just placing a phone call.
And it's been really interesting lately in terms of just how there's been consolidation that in some ways makes that a little bit easier, right? You've got Cisco and Tandberg, and you've got Avaya and Nortel, and you've got Lifesize with
Logitech. Right?
Thank you for the
Right.
last one.
Yeah, there's consolidation taking place. I don't know if it makes it easier for us per se at the moment, but it will. I think you're right. You'll see the platforms being more compatible just innately.
And you're working with companies like RadVision and others, or is it?
Sure. We have what we call a cloud-based service. So companies that typically buy video equipment, we call them endpoints. So it's kind of like the camera. And then to support that camera, they buy all sorts of infrastructure that they need. Well, Glowpoint provides all that infrastructure for companies, so they don't necessarily have to buy all that. So in our infrastructure, we have RadVision bridges, we have Polycom bridges, we have Cisco technology, we have Tandberg technology. So we have the infrastructure that matches all those different types of equipment.
That's great. So it seems like video will continue to grow for a long time to come. That's a sense that we get in the industry. The analysts tell us that it's going to grow by leaps and bounds, and certainly there seems to be a push. I think I heard this morning that even the government is thinking about having less travel be done and to do more collaboration via technology. So it seems like you're well positioned. The question I have is, what are you going to do as a company to take advantage of the opportunities in an increasingly competitive space for the next few years?
Sure. Well, the fact that video is getting more popular, and certainly we've been in business for 10 years, so we've seen the usage over the last year kind of explode. So there's plenty of room for competition. The key is to make sure we stay ahead of the market with the best set of tools. We've supplying services to some of the biggest corporations in the world, some government entities, as you mentioned before, some broadcast networks on TV. What we're also trying to do is make sure that our tool set works for the small and medium-sized businesses too.
Sure.
So making it a little bit more self-service, a little bit easier to use for those kind of companies as well. So I think that's where you're going to see the big push from companies like Glowpoint, where we can take a lead in making sure that the SMB market has access to this kind of technology that's affordable but yet high quality.
And that's great. I mean, what I really like about technology is that the price of it continues to come down, and the focus continues to be. And a lot of times you've got these high-end telepresence system rooms that can cost $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 or more, and you see that technology come down to the point where SMBs are able to compete effectively against large companies.
Absolutely, and you're seeing the desktop video market. So really what we're seeing is you have the high-end market, the telepresence, as you mentioned before, $300,000, $400,000 rooms, and that's appropriate for senior level executives who want to meet with their board or high-level partnerships and have that really virtual face-to-face capability, yet it perhaps across the world where you don't want these executives traveling and spending time on planes, et cetera. But yet they want to bring in the rest of their organization into meetings as well.
Right.
So we're seeing that high-level technology being adopted, but we're also seeing the lower-level technologies being adopted, the desktop video technologies. And being able to support both and being able to bring people together, no matter what technology, is our strength.
Do you have any thoughts on when mobile devices are going to be popular in terms of interconnecting with the rest of your systems?
Yeah. It's in the early stages now, so I certainly see 2011 being a year where you're going to start to see. You're already seeing it with the iPhone and other technologies where they're having the two cameras on both sides. So we're pretty close. We're pretty close to a period where you're going to see somebody walking down the street talking to somebody, and it's not just going to be for personal use. It'll be for business use.
Oh, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
So thanks. Thanks for being on the program
Thanks,
today
Rich.
and talking with us.
Appreciate it.